Hello my diligent students, hope you're fine. Welcome to I've Done It. Today we're going to talk about reading number 3 in Unified State Exam, or tasks from 12 to 18. To tell the truth, I don't really like this task because my own personal experience sometimes interferes in seeking the right answer. So I can say that logic and experience is occasionally, once in a while, an odd thing. Well, let's take a text as an example. Here it is. You can take a screenshot or use the link here and work together with this video simultaneously. Well, it's high time to start studying. To begin with, I have some tips for you. Well, as I always do. Frankly speaking, I'm a teacher. Number 1. You can read the whole text if you have enough time in order to understand the main idea and maybe to come to conclusion that you know little. And this task is very difficult. It's a joke, of course. It's absolutely, I'm like Alexander Nevsky. Okay. It's definitely alright if you run into the unfamiliar words during the whole exam, especially in this task, in reading number 3. The way out is to try to guess the meaning of the word with the help of the root of this word, the whole phrase, or the context. Sometimes these words are not new, they are just forgotten ones. If you try, you will see that it's not too arduous. Let's start with the first sentence. This may seem like an odd question for a climate scientist to ask, but it is one I am constantly asked now. So, if you are 100% diligent student, then you know every single word. However, if you are not, then let's think that you don't know the words odd and constantly. So let's start with odd. In our students' books, we often have such tasks as circle the odd word, find the odd word. So we can conclude that odd is something unnecessary, extra, maybe waste. The next one, constantly. Constantly is an adverb. Let's remove li. There is constant, an adjective. My dear 100% diligent students, tell me please, what is constanta in math? I think that all of you know the answer. Well, we can say that constantly means always, all the time, steady, and so on and so forth. Another example, maybe renewable. Let's take renewable. Renewable. So, I can imagine that I don't know the meaning of this word. What will I do? I will look attentively at this word and see the root. The root is new. Then I will remember that the prefix re means that something is having done again and again. For example, rewrite means that we should write it one more time. Remove means that we should move something from one place to another one more time, and so on and so forth. Next step, the suffix able. It means that we have an adjective. So, use your knowledge in different subjects, your sense of language, the similarities between different languages to understand the meaning of some unfamiliar, strange words. It will really help you. I'm sure you can do it by yourselves, even if you haven't ever done this before. Number 2. Read the question for the text, but it's crucial. Don't read the variants. Don't read the answers. It will spoil everything and you may be confused. After that, try to find the answer in the text. Then read the variants and choose the best one close to the idea of the story. Number 3. When you choose the right variant, don't try to find the exact words from the answers, because the idea may be expressed in various ways. In some cases, looking for the same words can lead to misunderstanding and confusion. Okay, let's look at task number 7. Here it is. The author wants climate scientists to continue their work because. So this task is connected with the last part of the text. Now I will give you some time to read this extract. So, don't read the answers, read the extract. The main idea is, that's why it's important the climate scientists continue their work. That's why. Why? Let's read the previous sentence. The more appropriate questions for today are how will our climate change and how can we prepare for those changes? Okay, let's read the variants. They have not shared their findings with the public. Okay, there are the words share findings public. What can we see? We can see sharing and we can see sharing. So is it the right answer? The next one. People try to know how to get ready for changes. Changes. There are those changes, climate change. Is it the right variant? We don't know. We just find the same words. Number 3. Society demands more research in this field. What about research? Do we have it? Yes, of course, research. So we have research. Is it the right variant? People don't want to make up their own minds. So, if we look for the same words in the extract, it won't lead us to the right variant. So, what is the right variant? I hope that you found out it. If you don't, it's really pity because it's very easy. We had the sentence. The more appropriate questions for today are how will our climate change and how can we prepare for those changes? Prepare for those changes and people need to know how to get ready for changes. Here is the right answer. Number 4. Underline the right answers in the text in order to check fast everything in the end of the whole task. For example, we had the main information here it was, yes, and number 7 was how will our climate change, how can we prepare for those changes. And then I will have some time to check. Of course, it's very important, it's crucial to check all your answers. I will look at the variants, see the information in the text and check it. Number 5. Remember that the questions are placed in the same order as the information in the text is given. Well, we had the first one from the first paragraph. Now let's look at number 2. According to recent studies of public attitude to climate change, more and more people. Let's look at paragraph number 2 and 3. Yes, we have it in paragraph number 3. Recent studies show that public acceptance of the scientific evidence and so on and so forth. Number 3. What is meant by uncomfortable truth? Uncomfortable truth is in paragraph number 4. So we have one by one questions. Number 6. Remember what I've said before. Don't rely on your experience. Your task is to find information in the text. Let's look at the task number 5. The author gives the example of cold winters in the UK to point out that we can see the weather in Britain has always been unpredictable, and your own experience will say, yes, it's the right variant. It's right. Of course it's right. But what can we see in the text? We are often very influenced by our own personal experience. Where is the right answer? People draw conclusions based on their own experience rather than scientific evidence. Here it is. Bingo! Number 7. If it seems really impossible to find the right answer, then try to exclude the wrong ones. Be attentive to the details. The full sentences may contain another tense, slightly different idea, as it was in task number 7. And at last, number 8. The recommended time for you to do this task is 15 minutes. I can't do anything, it's beyond my control. Well, in conclusion, I can say that I've done everything I could for today. Please do this task till the end by yourselves. I am sure that you will manage. Comment down below, write your questions and suggestions. That's all for now. Have a great day and good luck!